I've been working with arts organisations for many years now to explore how they can develop their business models, and what I find is most common and interesting is the notion of value creation, and not thinking about in terms of being profit driven, which very few cultural organisations are, but thinking about the other types of value that arts organisations generate. So whether that's cultural value or social impact, or positive contribution to our environment in another way. Some of the common challenges facing the companies that I work with might include having a lack of clarity around purpose, having decreasing public funds, for instance, or decreasing access to grants that they may have been used to. And the changes in audience patterns and behaviour often create challenges for organisations. In the work I do with them, what we look at is where those challenges create opportunities. So for instance, with changes in audience behaviour, how might that create a new target audience to engage with, or how might an organisation adapt to that change rather than seeing it as a barrier? Business model development, in my opinion, is not a quick process. It's not about revolution, but incremental change over a long period. So depending on the nature of the change, it can be certainly anywhere between a year to several years. So the organisations that I feel are most predisposed to success are the ones that are willing to just think differently and to challenge their assumptions about what's possible. So it's very much about organisational culture, I think, and are willing to adapt, are willing to not necessarily change the work that they make, but the way that they deliver it, perhaps the way that they present it. And where I see the most potential for failure is where an organisation is, or a small company or an artist even, is unwilling to work with their audience to develop together. And the most successful models we're seeing are ones of collaboration and co-creation with audiences. While arts can learn from business, I also think business can learn from the arts and cultural sector. I think they can learn a lot in terms of bringing creativity to business design. So the essential steps that I would recommend if you want to develop your business model is firstly, review your purpose. So defining your why and having real clarity around that, and together with your purpose, your creative vision, so clarity around your artistic vision. Secondly, I would look at your environment, your operating environment, and map the context to see who else is doing work that's similar to you, who the other agents and operators are, what's happening in terms of trends in your industry that you need to be aware of that might shape opportunities or challenges for you. Thirdly, I would map your current business model in some way, whichever way makes sense to you, so you can start to understand the strengths and weaknesses of your current model and how the different activities that you do feed into each other and support each other. Next, I would pull together a team of interdisciplinary thinkers to help you generate ideas. So that could be your staff team, you can involve audiences, you can involve young people that you work with, collaborators, funders, and I think it can be really helpful and liberating to bring in different perspectives when you're trying to generate ideas. And then finally, you need to make some choices about what you'll take forward and implement, and what will go on the back burner. And I would say that's a case of revisiting your purpose, seeing which things will help you deliver your mission most effectively alongside your other goals, and be really brutal about what you stop doing and say no to.